My name is Katlyn Cruz, and I'm the visual arts teacher at Coleman Middle School, located in Duluth, Georgia. As an educator, it is not only important to facilitate learning inside the walls of my classroom, but also show my students how they can reach and impact their growing communities outside of our school walls. Being a visual arts teacher allows me to impact my students on a daily basis, not only through drawing and painting, but introducing how they can dive into a deeper understanding of the world around them. Coleman Middle School is a school focused on STEAM education with an emphasis on the arts and project-based learning projects, diving across all curriculums. In my classroom, I not only teach the visual arts curriculum, but I combine a strong emphasis by helping the students visually interpret their PBL projects centered on a science perspective. In my classroom, I'm able to blend digital photography, graphic illustration, video production, and media arts across all grade levels. I strive to teach my students skills they can use outside of my classroom in years from now to help them gain necessary skills and to be career ready. As a Google Apps for Education school, I have used the flipped classroom technique by assigning my students to Google Classrooms, where I develop Google Slides for further instruction, Google Docs for note-taking skills, and Google Forms for tests. In my photography class, I teach the students how to use Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, Adobe Spark, and we use iPads weekly for digital innovation manipulations when it comes to drawing using Adobe Draw or Adobe Sketch. In video production, I teach stop motion animation, showing a series of events where the students have to showcase a rising action, a climax, and a final resolution in many production themes. We use Stop Motion Studio mostly for this project. On the video broadcast journalism side, I have the students research an important information other students would be aware of. In our green screen room, my students develop a news broadcast and demonstrate this to showcase to the students to keep them up to date on the breaking news happening in Coleman or in downtown Duluth, Georgia. To keep my students up to date with contemporary artists, I like to show them Art 21 videos that are relevant to the projects they're working on. We also take expeditions using Skype for Educators with the virtual tours, and using the virtual reality Google Glasses, we'll go on expeditions around the world to different countries for my students to see some of the famous artworks up close. In my classroom, I am the facilitator. If my student wants to learn coding, or he wants to develop his own website, I teach them the basics and they take it from there. I want my students to take control of their own education, but I want them to understand the resources around them in a P21 environment of being a digitally responsible citizen. From Google to YouTube to Adobe to Skype, my students experience all different amounts of technology in the classroom to further their education, not only in visual arts, but in all academics.